Got Parker down there. We're installing the new hardware. Now we got to do 2 on this outside over here. You see the stuff I got down there for you on the bottom? And then we got to tighten those up and replace the smaller ones after. Nice, dude. Got a couple options. We kick it out over here, get rid of these, and kick it out the side, away from the tank. Perfect. I'm starting to get onto this wiring harness. I got my exhaust figured out. I just got to make a bracket and figure out if I want to aim it that way, or cut this and dump it out right in front of the tire, or maybe even bend it down a little bit more. Now we're getting onto this harness, and I've got this old tail section off the bike. I'm going to take these, take off this tail light assembly. I'll show you why. Oh, that's an 8 in it. Yeah. Let's get this an 8. Basically, take this off of here. And now I'm going to end up cutting this as well. But this is what held a good portion of the wiring harness. So like all of this stuff right here is like tabs for each one of those guys. And I think I'm going to end up cutting it right here and making it fit down in here, or maybe up here, but I think back here is better, and that'll help make all this easier to organize. So I'm gonna get after it. I gotta extend some wires. I'm waiting on a radiator. I got a radiator for a Polaris 1000 turbo. We're gonna mount it right in front of that bar with the fan on this side. And then let's get our hoses run and everything. We should be good. Got to work on a clutch cable situation, shift linkage, a bunch of other stuff. It's Saturday night, I'm chilling. I'm gonna go ahead and get these extendo wires going so we can get this wired up to the dash. We got a couple other pieces I gotta grab. All right, guys, so we've got our ignition here. We've got our cluster, we've got our harness, and this is kind of where I typically do all my, when you make a lot of custom, well, we don't do a lot of custom builds, but basically everything that we do usually requires us to make some modifications to the harness. I mean, the BW Banshee, the 400DX, 350X. I mean, we did a little bit of a modification when we changed up this XR70 or XR80 into that Z50. But you got to do stuff like that here now and then. We have to extend the wires 6 feet. Hopefully I have enough wire, and I'm gonna go double confirm my measurement just in case I need to solder some stuff. And we get up in there. Don't ask me what I used this extension cord on, because I couldn't remember. I wouldn't tell y'all anyways. No questions. No further questions. Guys, I got all that other stuff out of the way. We've got the stock ignition here, and we're gonna extend it 6 feet, and then we're gonna do with the same for all our temp gauges, our RPM, all that other stuff on this, our neutral light, that type of stuff. I'll show you what I've got here in just a minute. Working on this harness, fellas, for the old Hondatsu, Daihatsu. About to get our first look at it here in a minute. We're chopping the top on this thing. We might put a inch lift on it or something. We thought about doing a 6 inch, like, to cover that. It looked bad. It just didn't look good. It's supposed to be a lowrider. No big deal. Got a nice straight edge. Just put us a piece of angle iron on there. Look. Almost out of there. Out of there. We got it nice and squat. Angle iron's always squat.
Yeah.
How thick is that sucker? Oh, damn. It's like for the clutch cable or something, the shifter cable. Or that's on this side, never mind. You about to kerplink, y'all. Fucking demolition blade. Fucker don't want to play this side of the. Oh, nice. So crow. Oh, we gotta cut all that piece out too. It's holding it a rivet.
No,
Rusty piece of shit. Can we flip it up? Does that thing unbolt?
yeah.
So let's take the bed off of here again, and then.
Oh no, that's that.
You're like, what is that? Shit, boy.
Fuck that dog.
Almost there, guys. Just think of this as like a cowl hood. We had to.
Yeah.
Our engine's sticking up out of the hood there, a little bit there. So we're gonna reuse this piece and cut it into the size we need, or maybe bend it even, huh? That's our new engine skid plate now. It looks like.
Decent.
Yeah, it should work. Yeah, decent. So we're now working on this swing arm mount, getting up in there. The fuel tank mount. It's gonna mount under the bed, and make a custom line that'll go to the fuel tank in the back of that, up to the front. Got the radiator in and some other parts. Got the harness we're working on. Getting this tank mounted. Some custo fuel lines made up. So we've got a piece of thread all here, and we're gonna make a custom gas tank mount for this thing. So I'm gonna chop this down and show you what I got planned. Now all we gotta do is clean this end up with the grinder. Even if we can't get it perfect, it won't really matter. So we've got some nuts here. Right on. So these guys. Put them on the other, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. So far, this here's what we've got. It's gonna go right in here. Remember, it's adjustable. I might adjust that just a little bit. There's one end and the other. Goes right in like that. I'm gonna take a piece of flat steel, weld it to this, tack these here so they don't move, and we're gonna drill here, and it's gonna mount right there. And the tank's completely mounted. We got the rear one done. So all we did was make this mount like this. And she's pretty much done. And we'll grind it down in a little while. We'll paint it later. And the caps go over the ends. And let's go see if it works. So you can see, it goes right in there. Fits good. Just some custom fuel line for it. And have some left over in here or in there. That way we can run banjo bolt adapters and get our tank run up to our fuel injectors. Nice, dudes. Look at that. Ah! Dude, you're not going to be able to put that back together, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't flip it over. One of them need to be flipped.
I'll weld it all up.
Nice, dude. Yeah, just weld all that. Fixed it. It's hourly. We're hourly on this one. I think if you just do this, bro, get your little cross member, mark the center line. Where's that?
I'm gonna cut this piece off and then put it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it was like too tight on it.
So we're cutting us some shock mounts, and then we're gonna punch the holes in them for the bottom, just so they'll be a lot stronger. And then we're gonna use the other ones for the top. That's an exact measurement, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now Ryan can just ride in the back. Okay, so now we gotta, that'll shift it. We can get a more precise bolt and just drill this thing out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, get rid of that.
So we got the shock mounts going in, shifter linkage going in right now. We're gonna tack some stuff up, pull the motor out for the last time, swing arm off, finish all the welds. Then we're doing, interior design. I'm gonna need some Dodge Ram tow mirrors for this thing. Dang guys, look at one set of Papa. This was easy. Look at that, guys. We figured it out. One of Papa's hose clamps, one of his miscellaneous bolts out of his drawer, a piece of aluminum I found on the ground, and one of his sets of vice grips. And now I got a shifter.
Yeah.
That's a custom shifter. We're just gonna tack these vice grips up on there, get that all tacked up. Tack that hose clamp on. Sheafed. Now we don't know which is which yet, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's one sideways, five sideways. All right, show them a shift real quick. Okay. Let me spin this. Go back the other way. All right, throw her in neutral if we ever can again. There she is, dudes. So we just need to trim this up, tack this in, tack this to this old motor mount. We're in business. We'll see if it'll shift without it. Hell no. Needs a clamp. That's fine. Guys, look at there, getting the dash yanked out of it. Usually a good video. You need them riddle hands. You want the dikes? You just cut all the wires, bro. We're not gonna use any of it.
It's the speedo cable.
We're not gonna use that. Oh, how thick is it?
Probably pretty thick.
Probably pretty effed MIA today. On Saturday. No, it's not on. Nope, it's off. Bunch of cabbage, boys. Smash! Yeah, making room for it, boys. I got my goggles on. You'll see. Nice, dudes. Now we're up in there. Now we're making room. And all this, we'll just grab it. Y'all ain't ripped the plumbing out of your walls, bubs? And then we can cut some. We can do some cutting on that, dude.
It's right in there.
All right. How can we make it better? I mean, pulling it out forward wouldn't really help a whole lot. I mean, can you think of...
Get like grape stuff and fill it in.
Yeah, fill it all in, then carve it with a turkey knife. Then you can just use a butter knife and shave it off. Yeah. Time to get some wiring and stuff done. Couple little notches going. Getting the ignition installed. Ooh, got that shifter linkage figured out too, old son. A few more tacks. I'm out of gas, so my wife went to get me some, fortunately. And I got the new tires here today. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oops, she wasn't squaw.
Squat.
She wasn't squaw yet. Nice. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Ignore the sun F of it all. All right. I ran out of gas earlier, dudes. Look at how nice that tack is. Super porous. Hopefully she holds. It's held so far. We gotta make the bottom mount and tighten up this top one, but we got the old radiator in there. Getting some hoses figured out. Removing this rear end. Isn't there a good dog? You got him? That's what you're looking for? Your toy? Come on, baby. Good girl. She took care of that. That's a puppy. See ya. Kind of want to just clear coat that bad boy. Look pretty good. Got the garbage can black going down on these Soneffers. So I've got the old Minitruck's harness here, and it's hard for y'all to see, but I've marked the modifications that need to be made. Here I've got the start button switch. From the handlebars, we're still gonna use this pigtail to the harness, but we're putting it on a push button switch. So I need to extend these out, and then I'm gonna get into the harness. Shit, buzzed them with the wire brush first, but 4 coats. Ain't too bad, dude. Now I gotta adapt a crap ton harness. All these ones with blue labels need to be extended. Shee. So I've got these U-bolts here and our shifter. I'll show you in a second. Ooh, oh yeah, custom wires. So basically right now when you shift it, the cable pushes this rod and it wants to pivot. This thing wants to pivot on this bolt. So we're gonna drill 2 holes here for this U-bolt to hold the rod in place, and then also polish this sucker up and a bunch of other stuff. So I gotta put some washers on there and tighten her up, but now when I shift it, she doesn't buckle anymore. So we're working on this tank mount, and we got the rear shock mounts in, and now we gotta make an adaptation here and weld in this shifter pivot and do some undercoating and start putting her all back together. We got the swing arm off over there. So you got the shifter pivot done, the shock mount's done, the tank mount done. I don't know if we're gonna take this motor back out or not. We might just undercoat all around it. All right, guys, so we're gonna get everything out from underneath this Minitruck, these ramps out from under it, set the front end and tires down on the ground, strap this to the forklift so I can raise it up as high as I can without it tipping over. And I gotta get some welds done underneath these cross members. And then we're putting the rear end back on, and it's all just going together for now until we can drive it. We're gonna put our swing arm back on. We're getting set up for that. We're gonna make this thing a roller, start getting it assembled, hopefully drive it today or tomorrow. Swing arm going in. She's about to be sitting on all 4 tires and suspension at the same time here in a second, feelers. Hopefully the rear end ain't too short. She's almost there. We'll see what happens. That's Loctite. Then we're gonna cross thread it too. Should be good. Should be solid. So damn windy out here, guys. Getting the chain on, and we're gonna put the exhaust on probably before we set her on the ground, so we got a little more height while we're working. And we're setting her down. Guess do the standing test. Stand up on that center shock mount there. She's going. She's gonna skateboard it. That's good. The good thing is, yeah, stand on the airbox, smash, smash, smash. Dude, do me a favor. Push it forward like 2 feet, just because we got a roller now. There we go, boys. That's what we wanted. All right, that's good. I just want to see it roll. There, y'all wanted to see it going. Yeah, let it go. All right, look, all we gotta do is push it that way at 2 feet, and it'll go. That's what I'm talking about. The bed ain't gonna be too high either.
No.
That's gonna be more convenient.
Yeah, you just walk up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Just like a robot. All you got these moves. Guys, she's sitting on her own feet now. And got the chain on. We're putting the header on. We're gonna get the radiator all hooked up. Then we're going back to the tank and the. We got to finish this clutch cable and the throttle cable, and then maybe we could. Shit, maybe we could drive it. At the very least, I think we could start it today.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the throttle cable's gonna be close to the last thing we do.
Yeah.
We got 2 different. We have a chain roller guide, and we have chain tensioners we're gonna put on it as well. First, it's radiator, We're gonna do the tank, the harness, get it fired up. So now we're back to the harness. I know y'all think that looks good and all this looks great, and it does, and that's fine. We gotta heat shrink those. Go plug all this in, because I think after that, but the only way to know is to actually take it back over there. Getting the harness all hooked up, running these wires, gonna make a bottom radiator mount. Still, man. I tricked Orion, he don't like doing wiring, but I told him it's for subwoofers, so. Yeah, that's the start button for the subwoofers and the start button for the and the kill switch for the subwoofers. Yeah.
Listen to music.
Yeah, that's the bass knob.
Yeah.
Y'all have heard of that before. All right. Got our start button and ignition, everything hooked up. Radiator hooked up. I gotta hook this hose back up. We're just tucking this in. Gotta make a big ground cable for this. And then I think we're gonna be trying to fire it up. Hear that old horn toot, toot, toot. Rudy, toot, toot. Made some progress, guys. Got the battery installed in the tray. Got the start button working. Kill switch working, I think. Put the tank in. Fire it up. Fill her up with water, make sure we don't have no leaks, and then flush the whole system. And radiator fluid. Whew. Still got to do the throttle cables and the clutch cable. Frankly, the shifter's been easier. Extended the fuel pump harness. Getting the fuel line on. Got the electrical pretty much hooked up and run. I had neutral light a minute ago.
Hell yeah.
That's the most progress we've had since. I mean, it was always there, but. We went back to the clutch cable, snapped it in half, decided we're gonna do something else right now.
Start pushing it and popping it.
Yeah, you just dump it in gear. It's got a good hot battery on it. It'll start and just start rolling.
Yeah.
We'll see. The other one goes somewhere over here, somewhere's fuel hoses, and we'll prime it with the key, see if we got a leak. We get the tank in. We're hoping that once we tighten these down, we won't have any leaks. And we're gonna try and crank this motor. I put this tilt sensor right here. We might have to disconnect the battery. And you wanna watch it and me turn on the key? Or do you think we should fix that sensor first? We think we're all tight? Oh yeah, the air boots, dang. Eject! You wanna try her? You're like, oh, why are we so nervous?
Cycle, dude.
Yeah, listen for the fuel pump right now. Anything?
No.
I hear something. I don't, it's weird, usually when I turn it on, I have that EFI light. Listen when I turn it on. Might have to disconnect the battery for a minute. Because it isn't lighting up. Usually it says FI on here when I turn it on.
Yeah.
We still don't have the FI light on here. Yeah, it is. It's up here. All right, guys. We got the fuel pump working, kill switch working. Turn on the switch. We got the pump action. Yeah, buddy. Here we go. It just took so fuck off. Damn, dude, that's how I like the idle right there. Chopping, bro. Hog ass cam. Because they didn't know how to make it idle. Get up in there, dudes. Woo! Throttle cable, clutch cable, brakes, and she's sendeth it in an overflow bottle for the radiator. Safety first. Couple of dumps. So we're working on our clutch cable design, and it's basically a 4-link. So we're at our wit's end, and I decided, you know what? This might let us get tension on it. Oh, bro, it moved back here. Hey, you did it. All right, you did it, dog.
Finally, dog.
We did it. That was a good idea, though, with those, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the only way.
The only way it's gonna work.
Yeah, and as it stretches, bro, just minor adjustments.
Yep.
Hella Loctite. Just spray Flex Seal all over it. Oh, on the inside?
Yeah, because I'm trying to tighten this one and it's loosening this one. So like, make sure you hold it on.
Yeah, blink, blink. Dude, it looks like it's plenty of...
Yeah.
We might be able to get a little bit of slack on it later once we test. Here, do me a favor.
It's so close to the
Loosen it a hair, bro, and we'll see if it moves back here. If it does, then we got it too tight. No, I think you're straight. Now we're on to brakes, I think. Seat. I mean, a seat's probably more important than brakes.
Yeah.
But this is me talking. So there we go. 2 radiator brackets. Right at the Home Depot. Now we round them out, paint them real quick, and then we can drill them holes. Henry, why? So we got our chain stoppers pretty much in there. So that's gonna hold it. Now we're getting a chain guide going to keep the chain from touching the case down there. We are gravity flushing these brakes. We got the clutch, throttle, and brake, or clutch and throttle cable done, shifter done. Then we got to make that seat too, dog. I got a bunch of stuff. We about to test drive it, and it's the perfect day for it. Rain? Oh man, this thing's gonna feel like a daggone Ford Mustangs. Just put it in the ditch immediately. Bro, we just stick it in the ditch immediately. Oh shit. Of course, man. Did you pump the brake for me? Look at this, guys. Tasty brake fluid. Oh yeah.
Goes to the floor now. Ooh.
So this is the second cup of straight cabbage, cup number 2. Oh, come on, man. Come on, guy. All right, this is cup number almost 3. We're pressed against the time. We actually want to get out there while it's raining. So we got brakes. We got front brakes, which is all you need in a good donut romper. Yeah. So we got that. We got to make a seat, and I think we're mobile. And something's missing over here. I can't put my finger on it. We got to do something over here. Making us a seat, fellers, for the truck. So we could drive it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So we could drive it. We're going to put the doors on because of the rain. So we got the old project foam back in. We cut it up, glued it. We glued it to the board. Now we're putting this quilt batting over it. Gonna staple it to the back. And we're gonna cover it with vinyl. We got a huge bench seat, dudes. Now you can fit like 8 people in here. Yeah. Hippie style.
Yeah.
So I didn't have enough seat vinyl. We haven't done the back yet. And this wouldn't reach over. So I'm gonna save this for the back, but we went ahead and put us a base in. We got a little notch down here. We haven't pulled it tight because we're gonna have to take this off. Now we can drive it. We're gonna get the doors because it's pissing rain. We're gonna make sure this clutch cable's adjusted right, and we're gonna grab the camera and we're gonna try and send this down the old road, see what we get. Guys, it's roomy. I'm not even anywhere near the back of this thing. Look at all the room behind me. We're gonna put a nice thick backrest in here. Boy, got the extra dome room in here. Whew. This guy gonna have the dash just tangling around. You okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna try for, probably bolt that down eventually. We're gonna try for this clutch real quick. It says I'm in neutral. You said which ways, shift ways? Forward is down?
Is that?
So I need to go back to go into first?
Yeah. Let me try the choke.
Yeah, just so it'll idle up. Okay. What do you think? We need a little more tension on this? Is all it was?
Probably. You had the clutch all the way in. Shift it.
Here, it'll walk me forward right now, right? In gear?
Yeah.
Oh, it won't crank in gear.
Oh yeah, it's got safety switch. RPM's a little high too.
Do you think
Oh,
that
it's that kickstand switch.
it is? Because it's dying instantly.
Yeah.
You remember where it's at? Good thought, man. Good memory, dog. All right, we're trying her out. Whew. I'm gonna keep in mind this clutch cable and try and go easy on it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's that rattling back there? Is that just how you hear that?
Yeah.
Is it that chain tensioner? I killed it. What is that? I never heard that before, did you?
I think the exhaust was hitting right here.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. I think we need to tighten that chain.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah.
What better time to give her a test rip than when it's pissing rain? And I just throttled it a little bit to see if the clutch was working and accidentally skedaddled. There's two of them there. I think we're close enough to try her out. So this thing about bucked us off. We took it down the road and this back wheel wasn't mounted exactly flush. So we fixed that. Now we're softening the shocks all the way up. In hopes that that's just gonna fix everything.
Yeah.
And she getteth no traction, guys. I think the bed will help with the bouncing around though. Yeah, just make some more noise, make extra noise while it's doing it. Y'all know it's a shit box. Gotta roll up my window. That's my parking brake. And then try and pop it up there. Yeah, and if I do another donut, it's gonna be much gentler.
Yeah.
I had to commit, dude. You gotta commit.
Yeah.
Or you know if it's gonna. Oh, you did. Oh, Ryan didn't commit, boys.
Oh, she didn't commit.
Didn't commit. We were just talking about that, bro. It tastes like fucking gasoline, and you might have to blip the throttle. Keep going.
So touchy, dude.
It's just gonna keep hitting this tall ass lip.
Oh, so close. Nice. Got him.
It don't work exactly right. Even better, it says we're going faster than we are.
Yeah.
We'll just be going through the swap meet 40, even though it's 15.
Like 15 miles.
All right, check it, guys. You go boop. And then first is that way, but we're gonna try second, and then I'm gonna have to get to this brake, ideally with my clutch foot, because I have to put it to the floor. I'm just gonna try first. I feel like that was worth it, bro.
Yeah, dude. It drove way better than I was expecting.
Yeah, I know.
For real.
But still drives like shit, though. Yeah. Still bouncy as shit. Guys, I appreciate you watching part 3. I think we might work tomorrow or the next day on it. And it yeeted the chain tensioner. It ain't even really a chain tensioner so much as a chain guy, but it yeeted it off about 86 miles an hour. So good thing we didn't go to the future without a chain tensioner. We're going to fix that. We're going to put the bed lift on it, install the bed, put all the trim on it, clean it up, tint the windows, see where we want to go from there, and obviously get a good, for real test run on it. I did get to drive it the other day when it was dry, and the tires pretty darn good. So far so good. Other than the chain tensioner, which we have another design, we just tried to make this one off of Amazon work. Obviously, I can build one out of angle iron better than anybody on Amazon or on the whole internet combined. We got the stuff for the back of the seat rest, some other stuff for the dash to clean up. Gotta make a door panel, get a door handle, and lots more work to do, guys. Be sure and share to your friends. Get up in there, like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Lots more coming.